talking about Jackson. Ever since the fire went out, I'm going to Jackson.
Church of Cash kicked off the annual summer concert series at the Coon Rapids Dam on Thursday night. With soulful renditions of Johnny Cash's timeless hits like Folsom Prison Blues and Ring of Fire, the tribute band captivates audiences with their authentic sound and genuine passion. If you missed the concert, you can catch it on the CTN Community Channel on cable. 8 concerts remain this summer. On June 12th, it's LP and the 45s. June 19th, the Rockin' All-Stars perform, followed by Anti-Skip Protection on June 26th. There's a week break for 4th of July. The concert series resumes July 10th with the Holy Rockarollas, followed by Stir Crazy on July 17th, Rocky Lynn on July 24th, and Ecuador Manta on July 31st. The final concert on August 7th will feature a Beatles tribute band. All concerts are free and begin at 7 p.m. Concessions are available for purchase.
For many, music plays an important part in our lives. A favorite song or melody can bring us back to a special place in time.
We're really spending time with folks and giving them space to tell their story.
As a board-certified music therapist, Coon Rapids resident Jillian Kirkite has worked a lot with hospice patients.
I've done legacy work with folks that want to use music to tell their stories.
Today, she stopped to visit with some of the residents at Norbella in Champlin. Kirkite's one of a growing number of music therapists who use a new instrument in their repertoire.
As music therapists, we got creative and decided to use this as a musical recording device.
Kirkite uses a digital stethoscope in her private practice, which she calls heart-sync music.
You can see this little line here is where I'm watching to see, you can see that heartbeat coming in there.
Kirkite records Patricia's heartbeat into her computer, then mixes it together with one of her favorite songs by Elvis.
I've done this so many times, but it always floors me just to see that reaction, whether it's the family or the client themselves, hearing that music from inside of us with that significant music is just so powerful.
That's Linda's heart on the speaker.
That's your heart.
Norbella's community life director, Bethany Swan, got to experience Kirkite's work having her heartbeat set to music.
It's really interesting, and it felt really personal to have that kind of, like, almost unreal to have my own heartbeat as part of a song.
Jillian says she's called to do this work outside of hospice so more people can experience the sound of hearts and songs together.
Because my goal with HeartSync is for heartbeat recordings and this amazing project to be available to a wider range of folks.
If you'd like to learn more about Kirkite's work with heartbeat recordings, check out her website at heartsyncmusic.com.
It's time to gather with your neighbors for the annual Summer in the City neighborhood meetings. It's your chance to meet city leaders and staff and ask questions. The first meeting this year will take place on June 10th at Thorpe Park from 6:30 to 8 p.m. On June 24th, a neighborhood meeting will be held at Lyons Coon Creek Park. And the final meeting is scheduled for July 22nd at Parkside Park. Fire trucks, police cars, and public works equipment will be on display. You'll also be able to take in a variety of interactive booths, unique entertainment, and a free treat. Learn more at coonrapidsmn.gov.
We picked Coon Rapids because we wanted to help bring a cafe to the Boulevard area.
Bad Wolf Adventure Studios Tabletop and Cafe gives customers an immersive experience in some of today's most popular tabletop role-playing games.
Will you be spending some time in the city, or are you moving fast?
Game master Chase McAllister is the owner and founder of Bad Wolf.
I started off like many Dungeons & Dragons players in my basement with my friends.
McAllister leads players both in person and online in a collaborative adventure.
If you come to Bad Wolf, you're going to pay, but you're going to get a premium experience, and you're going to be playing with people who are like-minded, who are also putting their money down to say, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be invested.
Chase, along with his wife and business partner Roberta McAllister, opened their Coon Rapids Cafe in January to bring role-playing tabletop games to a new audience.
If you're with a really great group of people and have a very talented game master, it's pretty easy to get into.
Bad Wolf has 4 private game rooms which can be run simultaneously.
What our focus is running campaigns by professional game masters.
If you've never experienced a tabletop role-playing game, Bad Wolf offers free learn-to-play events for adults and children. At Bad Wolf, you'll find a wide range of games and gaming accessories to choose from. You can even create custom miniatures using their 3D printers.
If you have an idea of like, wow, I've had this long-standing character, I'd love to have a model made for it, you can come to Bad Wolf, we'll make a custom version of it, and we can get it painted for you as well.
Here, you can buy quality paints and brushes to paint your own miniature.
We host things like painting nights where we teach people how to paint.
Whether you're a gamer or not, you're invited to stop in for something to eat or drink.
The Wizard Latte is super popular.
The cafe at Bad Wolf is even open to hosting community events.
If there are community organizers out there that are looking for a space, we welcome you here. We want you to come in and feel like this is the space for you to be.
Piece of Coon Rapids history started coming down on Wednesday afternoon. Crews are dismantling the decommissioned water tower next to McDonald's at Foley and Northdale Boulevards. The roof of the tower, weighing 24,000 pounds, was cut off and slowly lowered to the ground by a large crane. The remaining portion of the bowl will come down in about a dozen pieces, followed by sections of the legs. The work will take about 2 more weeks to complete. Eventually, a permanent antenna tower will be erected on the site.
We miss him every day. We miss him dearly, but he lives on when we do this.
Dealing with the tragic loss of their son Patrick, Mike and Gail Schoonover created the Patrick Schoonover Heart Foundation to keep Patrick's memory alive and to prevent the pain they felt for other families.
I believe that 5% of the population has some form of a heart defect, and so we are identifying those kids that do.
Since its inception, the foundation has hosted 40 events, the most recent at Coon Rapids High School. Each Play for Patrick event is for free for students 14 to 24 to get their heart screened, raise awareness about sudden cardiac arrest, and teach CPR.
Even if we only screen a few kids in a week or on a Saturday, if we find one, then that's all worth it.
Seeing the impact Play for Patrick has done for other communities, the Coon Rapids Fire Department wanted the organization's reach to be felt in the city.
We identified, hey, let's go out, raise money, and let's get specific causes that are going to better our community, make it safer. Rather than just responding to calls, we want to be proactive. We want to identify risks.
A community fund created by the Coon Rapids firefighters raised more than $25,000 to help host the event. At each Play for Patrick event, the Patrick Schoonover Heart Foundation donates an AED. With the money the firefighters raised, they were able to match the foundation's donation and get another AED for the Coon Rapids High School.
We identified a need in this school that they have lots of AEDs in the school, but what we didn't have is an AED out in the football field, an outdoor one.
The other AED will be by the turf practice fields at the high school, solidifying Patrick Schoonover's legacy.
You walk by those, you see those, people get to read the story about Patrick and understand who he was and make an impact in a community. It just makes Patrick live in some little way, which makes us feel a little bit better.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, May 20th City Council meeting. The city is once again trying to secure federal dollars to construct a full-access interchange at Trunk Highway 610 and East River Road. On Tuesday night, the City Council authorized staff to submit a 2026 community project funding application to Congress. The city is hoping to secure $10 million to go toward construction costs. The project is currently in final design and should be shovel-ready by the end of this year. The plan is to add an off-ramp at East River Road for traffic on westbound 610 and an on-ramp for drivers at East River Road who want to head east on 610 towards Blaine. It's already time to start thinking about this year's 4th of July celebration. This week, the City Council approved a temporary strong beer and wine license for the Coon Rapids North Star Lions Club for use at the celebration, which runs July 2nd through the 4th at Boulevard Plaza. You can learn more about all the events being planned by logging onto the city's website. The Public Works building is getting a new roof. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded a $1 million contract for the project to McPhillips Brothers Roofing Company. The work will include the removal and replacement of about 77,000 square feet of the roof. Construction is expected to start in September and be finished by the end of the year. And that's a quick recap of the May 20th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
We're here today to talk about being safe around electricity.
Coon Rapids Safety Camp is back again this summer. This year's camp will take place June 17th and 18th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Safety Camp is 2 days of learning important skills, including fire and electrical safety, basic first aid, 911, internet safety, and more. Campers also have the opportunity to bring their bikes for hands-on learning and visit a local pool to practice water safety. The camp is open to students entering 4th and 5th grade this fall, and there is a $40 fee. To learn more and sign up, go to coonrapidsmn.gov/safetycamp. The camp is led by the Coon Rapids Fire and Police Departments.
The people of Coon Rapids. And whereas these infrastructures, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals who are federally mandated first responders.
On Wednesday, Mayor Jerry Cook read a proclamation for National Public Works Week, May 18th through the 24th. With cupcakes in tow, the mayor thanked the men and women who make up the Coon Rapids Public Works Department.
Making normal happen. That's what we do.
Coon Rapids Public Works, this is Alex. How can I help you?
A resident may not be able to define exactly what a public works department does, but the impact reaches far and wide.
We have streets, we have utilities, we have parks, we have facilities. That's another one. They take care of our buildings, much like this group takes care of our vehicles.
The Fleet Garage is responsible for not only the maintenance of 200 public works vehicles, but also police and fire.
Without them doing their work between police, fire, public works, we wouldn't be able to go and do the things that we do out on the street.
There are vehicles for patching potholes on our roads. There are machines for grooming athletic fields in the city. And there are utility workers who monitor water being provided to residents and businesses.
2 water treatment plants that are running 24/7. You take the dirty water and it goes away, and we give you the clean water to drink.
The 65th Annual National Public Works Week is a fitting time to recognize critical city services that, when done well, are easy to take for granted.
This is the opportunity where we open it up and say thank you to the citizens.
Each year, the Public Works Open House gives the community a behind-the-scenes look at how crews provide essential services every day.
Come on down, get some snacks, get to meet the people that do the jobs, get to see the different equipment, and again, learn the process on what is happening behind the scenes.